On the channel, we Build-A-Figure for Target Legends Series 30 in Bob Backlund. And on the back half, we rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another set rankings and Build-A-Figure review. And today we're to Target, we're to WWE Mattel Legends Series 30, and we got Bob Backlund. And of course, in the back half, we're gonna rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. But of course, for your WWE Mattel Legends Series 30 needs, better hit up Target, that's the place to go. Or, like I did, head over to Mattel Creations. But for everything else under the sun, hit up Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Gotta get the deal out there. As usual with these Build-A-Figure ones, we're gonna do the Build-A-Figure first, go through Mr. Bob Backlund here. Then after that, we're gonna bust into the rest of the set, and we're gonna rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. So we're gonna start with old Bob Backlund, and let's start with the accessories as usual. Now we do got the finger pointing hands, the what you gonna do brother hands with Bob Backlund. But we also got those brand new hands we first saw on the channel with Steve Blackman from the Monday Night Wars line. Then we saw it with John Cena from the Top Picks line. We're starting to see these more and more. It's your deeper, tighter gripping hands here, which is a cool idea to be able to grip weapons, and in this case, a poster. So I like what I can see right here with those hands. So choose your own hand adventure with Bob Backlund. Just keep it clean. No fists with Bob, as we know. We do get this poster here, nice cardboard. We've seen stuff like this over the years. There was like a #1 dad one for Kofi Kingston once upon a time. So this isn't brand new, but this does fit Mr. Bob Backlund pretty good around this time frame as he was running for president. Yes, Bob Backlund. I don't think he made it through his primaries, if I'm not mistaken. Todd, fact check that later. But it was kind of a gimmick. He'd be out in the crowd. He'd be in the audience, all that kind of stuff. Being this crazy wild man, old man Bob Backlund, which is crazy to think. Like, old man Bob Backlund was like 40 years old, but he felt like he was 70-year-old back in the 90s there. It's wild how time perceives wrestlers and, how people have aged over the last couple of decades. It's wild because Bob Backlund felt really old, but he really wasn't honestly that old. But Mr. Backlund for president, pretty cool. And if you guys know Bob Backlund, the history of Bob Backlund, there was a time, and I think he's dealing with some health issues lately. He doesn't make appearances and stuff, but there was a time he was out there on the convention circuits and all these indie shows and stuff. And I saw Bob a few times over the years, but there was a time, and maybe it was longer than I think it was, but at least a couple of years, where he would not give you an autograph unless you could name the presidents in order. I don't know if anybody else remembers this at the time for Bob Backlund, which was really weird because how many people can name all the United States presidents in order? Not very many, except for one, my wife, Angie. Yes, Angie, if you're familiar with the Kyle Peterson Show podcast, we did her little special talent on there a couple of weeks ago. Make sure you're watching that podcast every single Tuesday where podcasts are found, and videocast on YouTube as well. But she would have been perfect for Bob Backlund to recite all the presidents to get that autograph. And it was very amazing talent. And one of the first talents yeah, you're right. It wasn't the exact first talent I saw from Angie, but it was up there. It was up there. But quite the talent by my wife to be able to list all the presidents in order. Angie, take it away. List all the presidents in order. Do it.
You're going to put it up on the screen? Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Pope, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump.
Is that right? Can somebody want to check that there? Does somebody want to check it? Angie, we'd also like you to do it one more time with their first names as well. She's a real one, and Mr. Backlund would have got along with her just well, I do think. But there it is, Bob Backlund here. He does fit on a Ringside Collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10%. You guys know the drill by now on that one. But now we're diving into Bob Backlund here. Very similar head sculpt here to his prior Elite, and we'll show comparison shots of that later in this video. But very similar head sculpt here. They didn't want to break the mold or break the bank with a new head sculpt for Bob Backlund, apparently. But this one does work, and we don't get a lot of Bob Backlund figures, as we know. I would like to see a couple more. I would like to see manager for the Sultan in the future. That would be a nice little easy build-a-figure if they wanted to. We did get the one in the robe from his title days way back when. And I guess it's kind of a 2-in-1. You can use it from when he beat Bret Hart for the title. Yeah, Bret Hart for the title with the chicken wing, wasn't it? And then he lost it to Nash not too long after that. So that one kind of doubles as that or old school Backlund. But I'd like another one in the red or the maroon. I think that would work along the way. But we got an angry Bob Backlund face here, just a disgusted look. Pure white shirt across the top here. Got the little bow tie looking very good in a red bow tie. And then he's got those suspenders like a young Steven Urkel. Yes, Steven Urkel. Looking just like that. You do got the blue pants down the bottom here. And then you got the black shoes, boots, dress shoes, I guess, technically on this one. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Hands back and forth side to side. Head back and forth side to side. Ab crunch. Waist articulation. Big old splits, a little tight in the legs there. Leg goes up, thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. Ankles pretty much useless on this one, back and forth, side to side. As I say, it does fit on a ringside stand. Not bad for your new gen shelf. I guess you could put him in that new gen shelf. But a cool one, a figure I don't think would have sold on its own. I think this is the right spot for this one, being a Build-A-Figure. All in all, pretty cool. Something different, though. I like that, and I love that the Legends line is starting to get Build-A-Figures. I think that is long overdue, if you ask me. I'm not sure how the Monday Night Wars got such a jump ahead on that, but it's going to be a great way for us to get a lot of Legends in the future that maybe wouldn't go to a single-carded release like Bob Backlund here. So I'm excited for the prospects of some of that stuff in the future. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We know the Diamond Stud, I think, is Series 31, if I'm not mistaken, and we'll probably see more on that WrestleMania weekend or Mattel revealed. So we'll stay tuned for there. But Bob Backlund, all in all, fun figure for what it is. And these Build-A-Figures, they always feel like free figures to me. Nothing's free, but it's a nice free figure. And I know a lot of people collect this line probably for the Build-A-Figure. So you'll see some trading of the parts and trading of the figures, I think, with the Legends going forward, like you do with some of the other lines from the Build-A-Figure waves. But for Bob Backlund, not a bad piece of business here in Series 30. But now I got to bring everybody together. It's time to rank this entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. All right, time for set rankings of WWE Mattel Legends Series 30. I can't believe we're up to Series 30 of the Legends line. It'll be interesting to see if this one can make it to 50 or 100. It is a long-standing line, and it seemingly Target is very happy with this lineup here. And I know I am as a Legends fan, and you, if you're watching this, I'm sure as well. But here we are, Legends Series 30. We got 5 figures, including Bob Backlund, the Build-A-Figure. As usual, this is going to be my list. You guys know how it goes. Put your list in the comments below. We got 5 figures. Going to start off at number 5, work our way to number 1, and we'll have the number 1 selection here, part of Legends Series 30. So without further ado, let's kick it off. Let's kick it off at number 5. An interesting set here for me. A lot to love here across the board. I think these are all good selections. Michelle McCool maybe doesn't feel super legend, but where else are you going to put her? And in all honesty, I guess she is a legend. She's been around decades at this point. So where do you draw the mark? I guess that's for you to answer yourself. Look in the mirror, as they say. But we're going to start off at number 5. And number 5, maybe it just doesn't feel as special because we've got similar figures lately, and we've got a lot of his figures fairly lately. I'm going to go Stone Cold Steve Austin here at number 5. He does got his baseball jersey on, which is pretty cool. Stone Cold 316. But is this a must-have Stone Cold? Is it a super iconic Stone Cold? For me personally, it is not. It's fine. It's perfectly passable, but I prefer the, Elite 124 in the black jersey. If I'm picking my Stone Colds in jersey, I like that one a little bit more than this one. But still very serviceable, good for customizers. You get the title belts. A lot to like about this one still here, though, at number 5. Going to number 4, I'm going to go Michelle McCool at number 4. Number 4 and 3 are very close for me. I like the new belt on here with the break apart for her and Layla. I think that is kind of fun. I think the colors pop really good on this. This is a very good looking Michelle McCool figure. And the brand new head sculpt is fabulous. So the head sculpts on some of these, constant learning, constant improvement, are night and day. As we did in the video, compare it to her previous basic figure way back in like basic series 6 or something. So cool to get this Michelle McCool. I wouldn't be shocked to see us get another Michelle McCool in the future, but hopefully we do get a Layla to complete this one. The team, I guess, would be nice to see that in the future as well. But Michelle McCool, passable and apparently rumored to be an online exclusive. So make note of that, I guess, in your collecting is what we'll say. But now we're really getting difficult here. We're really getting difficult, but I'm going to go Bob Backlund at an easy number 3 right here. very close between him and Michelle McCool. I guess I'm just more of a Legends fan, a deeper Legends fan, and we haven't had a Bob Backlund in a heck of a long time. The last Bob Backlund was either I think it was a Walmart exclusive when they were doing that kind of, there was one figure for Target and Walmart every other series, that whole thing. So a deep cut Bob Backlund, but still a fun Bob Backlund here. Is it the defining Bob Backlund? If you could only have one Bob Backlund, would this be it? I don't think so. But still cool to get a deep cut. And like I always say, it feels free being a Build-A-Figure in a lot of ways. So there's those guys here. But now we got the 1 and 2 selection, and this gets extremely, extremely tough here. A figure I've wanted for years, I've been screaming for years. And of course, one of my all-time favorite wrestling personalities, characters, conspiracy theorists, governors, referees, you name it. One of my all-time favorites in Jesse the Body Ventura. But it's very, very difficult to do here. Both must-have figures, if you ask me. Possibly both on the top 10 best of figures of 2026 list. Possibly. We'll see what happens. Love both of them, but there can only be one. It's like Highlander around here. There can only be one. And that, of course, will go to our friend, Mr. Fuji, at the number 1 spot. Now, this Jesse is fabulous. Once again, you could use some of this. I saw somebody in the comments said they're going to use the jacket on here for Seth Rollins. I think there's a lot of multi-purpose uses for this. Even if you aren't a Jesse Ventura fan, you can use this for customization purposes, or you can straight up Jesse the Body it. I'm very tempted to play a little long game, fingers crossed, get one of these a little cheaper, and maybe strip the coat and the hat off and make a different version of Jesse. Maybe get a third-party shirt or something to put on here to make it a little bit different, because it's awesome. I love the Zubaz on this one. I love the jacket. I love the headdress. I love the beret. I love the glasses. I love the face. I love everything about Jesse Ventura. And I do love this figure here from Series 30, but there can only be one, and it's got to go to first time in the line, Mr. Fuji. The icing on the cake for this one is the 2 head sculpts. You get the regular devious one, and then you get the extra devious one with the face paint. I think that is an absolutely fabulous move by the Mattel team. They very easily could have gave us 2 Mr. Fujis in the future. They could have gave us this body here with the face paint, and that would be it. And then they could have gave us a different colored cane with maybe the racer number there from Fuji Vice, or with Don Morocco when he was running the marathon. It was at WrestleMania 4 maybe. They could have done that. They could have just changed the cane color up, give us some different hands, and 1 face paint, no face paint. They could have made 2 separate figures, in all honesty. They put it here. For a lot of people, this is the only Mr. Fuji they might ever need. You can make the argument if you want Yokozuna, but it depends what kind of collector you are, if you want that version of Mr. Fuji. And you have to believe that version of Mr. Fuji's coming, doesn't it? It has to happen there. But I'm here for all the Mr. Fuji figures, especially first time in the line Legends. Always feel a little bit special. At this point, we're like 5-6 Jesse Ventura figures deep. Hey, bring on 50 Jessies. I'm buying every single one of them. But Fuji being first time in the line, and this isn't, I would say, my favorite Jesse from Mattel so far. So Mr. Fuji's going to take the top spot here today. So no matter how you slice it here, Legend Series 30 is playing a lot of hits for me. A very, very strong set. Even though Stone Cold's in last place, it's still a really good Stone Cold. Same thing with Michelle McCool, Bob Backlund, etc., etc. A fun wave here at Legends 30. But there it is. That's my ranking. Be interested to hear your ranking. What is your plans with this one? I'm planning on getting another Jesse. For sure, I'm getting another Mr. Fuji. I got to display both looks for him. There's no doubt in my mind. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every single Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for Legends Series 30 set rankings in the Bob Backlund Build-A-Figure, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?